Beautiful wrestling fans, it is me, it's at HEAD, back with you for another video. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am way behind. I know. You don't have to remind me. I am way behind schedule that I usually am. I scheduled this for 3 o'clock. Let's just say I've had a nightmare today. I really have had a nightmare today. But I'm going to bring you it. I promised you it today, and damn it, I'm going to bring you it. This video today. It is the Raw review, and not only is it the Raw review, it is Fastlane predictions too. Now, I don't know what to make of Raw, to be honest. I saw some things last night which quite frankly shocked me. It was a shocking Raw, but it was also a very, very disappointing Raw. Very disappointing Raw. Raw took place in Anaheim, California, which was the site of WrestleMania 16. Yeah, a very, very poor Raw. Stephanie confronted the Intercontinental Champion. Stephanie confronted the Intercontinental Champion, Dean Ambrose, to kick off. And yeah, it was just the, same old, same old. And Stephanie puts Dean Ambrose in a fatal 5-way. Yes, you heard me correct. Not a fatal 4-way, a fatal 5-way match. Involving Tyler Breeze. I believe, Tyler Breeze was one. Kevin Owens was the other. Kevin Owens, Tyler Breeze, and yeah, it was unbelievable. I have to check out the thing. It was Kevin Owens, Tyler Breeze, Stardust, Dolph Ziggler as well. Oh, joy. Now, the perfect way to start, because it was a great match, but I'm a little bit pissed off because Dean Ambrose is no longer the Intercontinental Champion. Now, don't get me wrong, this was a great match to start off, a great fight. But who came up with the idea for to drop the title? I have nothing against Kevin Owens winning that Intercontinental Championship. Now people might get their wish, and that wish being they might get AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship, which would be fucking fan-demi-dozy. But I didn't want Ambrose to lose that title. I don't think many people did, to be honest. Not happy about it. A little bit pissed off about it. But this could be a swerve. This could be a swerve. Because now that he's lost the Intercontinental Championship, this could possibly be, the perfect opportunity for him to really go after that world title now. Because if there's anyone who deserves a world championship, it's Dean Ambrose. I'm sorry, fuck Roman Reigns. I've got no problem seeing Brock Lesnar fight Triple H, but Dean Ambrose probably deserves this more out of the three. That's just my opinion on that. All in all, we may very get what we want. And the other thing that pissed me off about this match is the fact that Tyler Breeze took the fall. Triple H, you need to save him. You need to bring him back to NXT and just save him quick. That's all I'm saying on that. WWE Tag Team Champion Big E got a little bit of revenge on Mark Henry for what happened last week, because Mark Henry walked out on New Day during their match with the Dudleys and the Usos. And yeah, that was an okay match. That was whatever. That was like a whatever match. Big E got the win. I think Mark Henry might have injured himself. Divas champion confronted Brie Bella. Basically stirred the pot a little bit and crashed the party. And Brie Bella went Daniel Bryan on her ass, basically. Yeah, I mean, I've made my feelings clear about this situation with Charlotte, man. This situation with Charlotte and Daddy being a manager is bogus, in my opinion. And Charlotte's gone from a great champion to someone who just spends more time, acting like a father. Because that's what she's doing, and it's not a good look for her at all. It's just making her look stupid, and it's making Ric Flair look stupid, quite frankly. Not that Ric Flair needs any help lately, looking stupid, but it's a shame. It really is a shame. And if Brie doesn't win the title this Sunday at Fastlane, which I'll be watching, ladies and gentlemen, I might do a podcast on it. I don't know. I might do another podcast again, like I did at the Royal Rumble match, because it was successful. Over 2,000 views on that one, but I might do another one. We shall see. Yeah. AJ Styles versus The Miz. Now, don't misunderstand me, because, I mean, this is The Miz we're talking about here. Wrestling AJ Styles. This was actually a good match. A good match for what it was, in my opinion. Chris Jericho was at ringside. AJ eventually got the win. No, he did not knock more teeth out from The Miz. And Chris Jericho, AJ saved Chris a job, basically, and challenged him to another match for Fastlane. But Chris denied it and said he'll think about it and let him know on SmackDown. Bit of mind games. But it's going to happen. It has to happen. The one each in this little series that they're doing. So that's going to have to, people are going to have to see it again. 3-on-1, who is really the best? I believe, no offense to Chris Jericho, I believe it's AJ Styles, because let's face it, Chris is there to put AJ Styles over. It's my opinion. Another bullshit about Raw, and believe me, there was many of them, was Summer Rae beating former Divas champion Paige. Whose idea was that? Summer Rae, a woman who hasn't done jack shit since ending her relationship, managership, whatever the fuck it was, with Tyler Breeze. Boy, was that a mistake. And now she comes in, has a first proper match in a while on Raw, and beats Paige. Okay. Sorry, but to me, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make one iota of sense at all. I mean, what has she done for people lately? Nothing. It just makes no iota sense whatsoever. Summer Rae beat Paige. Yeah. Did I miss? I seriously must have missed something there. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Roman Reigns confronted Paul Heyman, and basically Paul Heyman did tell Roman Reigns a few home truths, which Reigns loved, quite frankly, because it made him realize how much he wanted the WWE Championship even more. And to be honest with you, this should have been the last spot of the show. I'll get to the reason why later, or in a bit. But yeah, this was great. Paul Heyman being Paul Heyman. And Roman Reigns, has a choice now. Friendship or daughter. And then as Paul Heyman went away, the Dudley Boys attacked. I mean, they came out earlier on and tried to explain why they jumped the Usos last week. And they said there's going to be no more tables. The tables are now basically dead. And then they jumped Roman Reigns. And then Dean Ambrose came down to save the day. And as Roman Reigns turned around, he nearly walked right into Dirty Deeds. Maybe Paul Heyman was right on that situation. But that little fiasco with Roman Reigns and the Dudleys sets up a match between the Dudleys versus Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose this coming SmackDown, which should be very interesting. I'd watch SmackDown to see that match myself, to be honest. There's a few matches that are going to be on SmackDown that I'd see. Even Edge and Christian return this week as well to Fastlane, and the New Day are going to be there. More on that later. And also Brock Lesnar returns to SmackDown in, I believe it's 12 years. So SmackDown this week's shaping up. And you know what? I may very well watch it. I've been watching it as of late, but I may very well watch it again. Zack Ryder jobs out to Heath Slater thanks to the Social Outcasts. Oh, God. Yeah, I'll move on. I'm not a big fan of the Social Outcasts. I made my feelings crystal clear. Rusev, Alberto Del Rio, and Sheamus took on the Lucha Dragons and Neville, which they won. Excuse me. Despite the fact that Wade Barrett's supposed to be injured, from what I've been told, he was dressed to wrestle. If he wasn't wrestling, why was he dressed to wrestle? You know, that makes no iota of sense whatsoever. Oh, yeah, he's not wrestling in this match. It's Sheamus, Rusev, and Alberto Del Rio. So let's dress him up to wrestle. He can be a manager. Makes no sense. But Alberto got the victory over, or made a statement. And he has a little bit now momentum going into the Fastlane kickoff show where he will challenge Kalisto for the US title. Yes, you heard me, ladies and gentlemen. Fastlane kickoff. GG WWE, GG. Fuck's sake. Fastlane kickoff show for the US title. All titles, in my opinion, should be on the main show. That's all I'm saying. I'll say a bit more about that in a minute. Thanks to a confrontation earlier on, Becky Lynch got a little bit of revenge against Naomi. Tamina attacks, and then Sasha Banks comes out and gets the victory and chases him away, which was very hard to do considering Becky took a Samoan drop from Tamina while Sasha Banks was walking down the ringside or walking around ringside before she eventually got in. You work it out. The interesting thing is this tag team match is shaping up, and question is, can Sasha and Becky coexist? And can Naomi and Tamina defeat two members of the Four Horsewomen? We'll have to wait and see. It should be an interesting tag match, though. Now for the bullshit. And the reason why I say bullshit, ladies and gentlemen, because if you've seen the fan reaction to this from NoDQ.com, Aaron Rift, he posted a video up of it on YouTube yesterday. I will put the link in the description below of the ending, if you will. The fans reacting to the main event. And it was funny. And I'll put the link in the description below once I've set this all up. The main event was Braun Strowman versus Big Show. Why? It was the most horrible main event I've seen ever. Not only that, it was the most horrible main event I have probably seen in Raw's history. And if this got higher, as far as ratings go, if this segment got higher than a 2, holy shit, I must have missed something. Because I can pretty much guarantee you this got a 1 rating. No one liked this. Braun Strowman, Big Show. This match was scheduled, I read, supposedly supposed to be at Fastlane. From what I got, this match was supposed to be on at Fastlane. The only good thing about it was Kane returned, came back and fought the Wyatts. Ryder came out to help him. The match didn't last more than 10 minutes. It was fucking poor. And this had no business being the main event. This could have been, what you could have done was replaced this match with the Paul Heyman segment with Roman Reigns and swap them two around. Because I guarantee you, the Paul Heyman segment with Roman Reigns would probably have got a higher rating and a better rating than this segment. And the other thing that scares me, guys, is the other thing that scares me and scares the shit out of me is considering John Cena is out, supposedly out until after WrestleMania, even though there's rumors of him coming back early before WrestleMania. And quite frankly, I'm praying that happens because it's clear as day. And I agree with a comment that was left in the video of the reaction for the end of this match from NoDQ.com. Again, I'll put that in the description below. Nobody wants to see Braun Strowman versus Undertaker at WrestleMania. Okay? Deep down, nobody wants to see that. I don't. It might have to happen, but I don't, quite frankly. I want to see, out of the two matches, Braun Strowman versus Undertaker, John Cena versus Undertaker. I'd rather see John Cena versus Undertaker. I know I'll probably get some stick for that because John Cena, but I'd rather see John Cena versus fucking Undertaker. This was the worst main event in Raw history. Quite frankly, I refuse to even call it a main event. It was crap. And this is what spoiled the whole Raw. Because I'll admit, it started off well. Kevin Owens wins the Intercontinental Championship. Yes, there was a bit of bullshit there because Dean Ambrose shouldn't have lost. But it was great. I've got no issues with Kevin Owens getting his title back because we might now see what everybody's been pulling for, and that's Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles at WrestleMania. But I would rather have seen Dean Ambrose still be Intercontinental Champion. And what people wanted to see, Dean Ambrose have a long title run with the Intercontinental title is now over. But Braun Strowman versus Big Show was the worst main event. And considering the outcry from this and from what I got from this, I mean, I had to watch it again just to make sure that I wasn't hallucinating. Holy shit. And considering what I got from this, like I said, the Braun Strowman Undertaker match at WrestleMania scares the shit out of me. And the reason why people don't want to see it is because, well, in my opinion, they might think it's another Undertaker Giant Gonzalez match. And also, this is not going to be Undertaker's last WrestleMania because if he has to face Braun Strowman, people don't want to see him go out like that. If Braun Strowman Undertaker match happens, this could possibly be the worst match Undertaker will ever have at WrestleMania. The worst. In my opinion, his best match at WrestleMania, and this is taking nothing away from Shawn Michaels, Triple H, in my opinion, but his best match at WrestleMania was against CM Punk, in my opinion. Okay? Yes, there was a case for Shawn Michaels at 25. I'm not denying that. I'm not taking anything away from that. But in terms of almost beating The Undertaker and the way it was, I believe CM Punk was the best one for The Undertaker by none. This, however, Braun Strowman versus Undertaker could possibly be the worst match The Undertaker will ever have in his life. And it sucks. And that's the reason why he's going to come back next year, should this go away. Should this go through, rather. Because nobody wants to see... I don't want to see The Undertaker end his illustrious career with a match against Braun Strowman. I don't want to see that. He deserves better than that. He deserves 10 times better than that. It makes me sick that was Braun Strowman defeats Big Show defeats Braun Strowman via disqualification. Bullshit. Complete bull. Disgusting way to end Raw, in my opinion. Disgusting. And you know what? And that's me speaking as a fan, because I've been a fan of WWE for many years. I have never seen anything so crap in all my life watching Raw. And if that gets a higher rating, higher than a 2 at least, I'll be fucking amazed. I really would. Like I said, they could have swapped this around with the Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman segment, because I guarantee you that would have got a better rating and a better ending. And plus, that should have been there, because that was what the main talking point for Fastlane is about. The World Championship. Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and Brock Lesnar. And that would have set that whole thing up perfectly. And this is what this is supposed to go into Fastlane or go into a pay-per-view. It's supposed to build towards that pay-per-view. You know, just go straight forward. It didn't for me. And I'm giving Raw out of 10 and out of 5. Out of 5, I'm giving it 1.5. Out of 10, I'm giving it a 2. Yes, there was a lot of good things on Raw as well. Don't get me wrong, there was. But Raw was mainly full of bullshit. Bullshit. And I'm giving it a 2. Out of 10, 1.5 out of 5. Okay? You might disagree with that, and that's your jurisdiction. That's your opinion. Everybody has an opinion about the wrestling business, like I've said. But this Raw, to me, was awful. And this was supposed to be a go-out show towards Fastlane. It didn't deliver at all. And it, quite frankly, speaking as a fan, disgusts me. And WWE need to, you know, really pull their weight and quick. Because that was bad. Not the sound I came out with South Park, but that was bad. Absolutely bad. Now for the 5 matches predictions for Raw, for Fastlane, plus a potential match we'll find out the answer to on SmackDown. I might as well kick it off with the pre-show. Alberto Del Rio challenges Kalisto for the US title. I'm going with Kalisto. Please end this. WWE, this has to end at Fastlane. Excuse me. Drinking man for the working man. And yes, that's a dentist thing, by the way, the straw. It might look stupid, but it's a dentist thing. Before you bust my balls on it. But anyway, Kalisto needs to win his title and have a good run with it, quite frankly, because this thing with Alberto Del Rio now and Kalisto is driving me up the wall. This is Kalisto, Alberto Del Rio round 4, and it needs to end at Fastlane. The fact that it's on the pre-show is bullshit. It needs to be on the main show. But hey, this is WWE for you. They'll do anything to get you to draw or to get you to buy the pay-per-view, or buy the WWE Network just to see it. I know, yeah, it's 2 out of 3 falls. So I believe Kalisto will win this. I would say 2-1. I think Kalisto will win it 2-1 at the most. I can't see them do. I can't see them, as much as I want to. I can't see them having Kalisto win 2 straight falls. I can't see that happen. So I think Kalisto will retain, and it'll be 2-1. Intercontinental champion, newly won Intercontinental title, Kevin Owens defends against Dolph Ziggler. I think Kevin Owens will retain, although I won't be disappointed if they put the belt on Dolph Ziggler. But I'm kind of hoping they go with this match now that Kevin Owens is the champion. Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles at WrestleMania. That's what I'm pulling for. I think that's what everybody else is pulling for. Everybody I talk to anyway. So I believe Kevin Owens will retain. It'll be a hell of a match because these guys have had great matches on Raw, so this will be no different at Fastlane, in my opinion. And I think Kevin Owens will somehow retain the Intercontinental Championship. Again, if Dolph wins, I won't be disappointed. The tag match, Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks against 2 members of Team Bad. I believe Becky Lynch and Sasha will eventually somehow win the tag match. And then go on to WrestleMania to face the winner of the Divas match, which is Charlotte. Because I don't think Brie will win it. I won't be surprised if she does because of this whole Daniel Bryan thing, but the talk of going into WrestleMania is Charlotte defending the championship against Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch in a triple threat match. That's right. 3 members of the 4 Horsewomen headlining WrestleMania for the Divas title. That's what it's supposedly going to be. So Becky Lynch and Sasha to win the Divas match, the Divas tag match, and Charlotte to retain the women's title. But if Brie wins it, don't be surprised. The main... Oh, joy. The main event, which is the triple threat match, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, and Brock Lesnar. I want to see Brock win it. I just want to see Brock and Triple H again at WrestleMania. If Dean Ambrose wins this, I will mark out. Because the thought of him winning this match and going on to WrestleMania to beat Triple H, because we all know Triple H will lose the championship at WrestleMania. However, if Triple H retains it, maybe he's saving it because I want to see Triple H as world champion defending it against Seth Rollins. I'll be okay with that. I'll be definitely okay with that. But I know it's not going to happen. So Roman Reigns will win this match. He will go on to WrestleMania and be the champion. But I'm kind of predicting a swerve in this as well because Dean Ambrose is now no longer the Intercontinental champion. Brock Lesnar is looking to get his title back. And, you know, I think WWE might have threw a swerve at this. But I'm predicting that Roman Reigns will win. Anyone with a brain could see Roman Reigns is going to win from a mile away. I just hope they do a swerve, quite frankly. Because if Dean Ambrose wins the match and goes on to WrestleMania to win the title, I will fucking mark out more than when he won the Intercontinental title. I will mark out more than when he won it. And I hope he does win it, to be honest. But I know Roman Reigns is going to win this no matter what. And despite the fact that it hasn't been confirmed yet, AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho, it will probably get confirmed on SmackDown. AJ Styles will win the match. And it'll be 2-1 in this little series that him and Chris Jericho will do. And it'll be an epic match. And quite frankly, I predict that that match will steal the show. Should it be confirmed this week on SmackDown. But AJ Styles will win that match. This will be his full pay-per-view debut. He made his Royal Rumble debut in the Royal Rumble match. So this will be his first match on pay-per-view, and I can't see him winning it. I can't see him losing it, rather. It would be stupid for him to lose it. So AJ Styles will win the match should it be confirmed this week on SmackDown. And I'll probably guess it will be. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of this video. Again, sorry it was a little bit late, but I've had a nightmare today. I hope you've enjoyed this nonetheless. Stay tuned this Thursday to watch my ICW Friday Night Fight Club Season 2, Episode 8 and 9 reviews. They're taking place this Thursday, so be sure to check them out. This coming Thursday. And then I've got another one scheduled for Friday night at 11 o'clock UK time. Big Time American Wrestling Friday night, 19th of February. Review, thoughts, and highlights. It's supposedly be the thoughts and highlights. It's supposedly going to be taking place Friday nights on the 11th, 11 o'clock. But I don't know if it's going to be happening. to be honest with you. I don't know if I can guarantee that I'm going to be getting in at that point. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how things go. Like I say, I doubt it that it's going to happen. But if it doesn't happen, it will happen again on Saturday. It's scheduled for Friday at 11 o'clock UK time. But if I don't do it on Friday, I can promise you it's going to be on the 20th as well. So if it's not on Friday, it'll be on Saturday. Because I don't know if I'm going to be back in time for it, to be honest with you. And I might be doing other things that night as well. So I don't know if I'll be able to. I will be taking notes at the show, so to review it for you. So tune in for that. If it's not going to be on Friday, it'll be definitely on Saturday. I will be doing it at some point. Okay, Friday or Saturday, it's going to be done. So look out for it. It's going to be there. It's going to be taking place, and I might play the audio on the podcast this coming week, which is episode 99. Yes, I'm one away from 100, ladies and gentlemen. Holy shit. 2 years of hard work is paying off, let me tell you. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, hope you've enjoyed this video. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the Wrestling Matters channel for future content. If you're new around here, it would be greatly appreciated. I try and bring you guys the best in professional wrestling, the best that I can. And hopefully you guys will be entertained and enjoyed by it. And check out the new episode of the Wrestling Matters podcast. Episode 98 is already up. It's on this channel. And like I say, guys, the only way you get to see stuff like that, podcast, wrestling content, wrestling discussions, WWE 2K16 stuff. There is some WWE 2K16 stuff coming up this week. So the only way you'll get to see that is if you subscribe to the Wrestling Matters channel. And the only way you can do that is hit the subscribe button below. Also, check out my Games Matter channel as well, youtube.com/Games Matter channel, where I'll be live streaming on there. Not as, just as much as I do on here. I'll be live streaming on there as well. So be sure to check that out. And until next time, guys, my name is Anthony Walker. Thank you so much for tuning in to watch. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope it was worth the wait. Again, apologize it for being late because I've had a nightmare. And I've had a nightmare of a day. And yeah, until next time, guys, peace out.